Alright, Grumpy Man Tutorials here. We're going to do this crane pickup again. Let's just take a look at this cube coming across the screen. What happens here, it comes across, stops, drops. It's going to pick up the ball, move back up and go forward. Let's run through that again. So it comes across, moves down, up, and back over. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use a child-parent relationship on this ball. Before we do so, we're going to do some locking of the location. So let's just take a look at this movement again. So this crane or cube comes across into about frame 60, comes down to frame 70. It's static from 70 to 90 roughly, 70 to 90. So right around 90 or right around 80 is where we want the ball to move up. And then at 90, we're going to have the ball completely parented to the cube, and the cube then will dictate its position. So let me do that again. So we're going to lock the ball. We're going to have it still locked in its position. We're going to have it still locked in the position right around frame 80. We're going to insert a keyframe and keep it there. Frame 90, we're going to insert another keyframe and move the ball upwards. And then around frame 91, we're going to release the ball to be parented to the cube. So let's do this very quickly. So I'm going to scroll back to frame 0 and I'm going to lock the position. So I hit an I, insert keyframe, lock stale, and then on frame, I just want to remind myself what frame, on frame 80 it's still, the ball is still going to be static. So I'm going to press another keyframe insertion. Boom. Then on frame 90 is where this ball is going to be moved upwards. So I'm going to move it upwards and pretty close to being right where I want it. And I am just going to insert another location rotation scale keyframe. So what I have here is ball doesn't move, ball doesn't move, ball doesn't move, ball moves up, thump. And once we get to frame 90, this is where we're going to have the parent control the ball movement. So let's click on the cube. We are going to add a constraint, and it's going to be a child of, and we're going to pick the only object I have is the cube. Now I'm going to set this inverse and clear inverse until I get a good position here. That was very quick. So now what I want to do here is on frame 91, so just a little bit after this keyframe of location rotation, I want to set influence at 100%. A little bit before that, I'm going to set an influence of 0. I'm also going to start off just to make sure it influences 0. So let's see the relationship again. So I have no influence from the cube, I have no influence, and now very smooth transition. So let me do that once more. I have a keyframe set for position. I have a keyframe set for position. I have a keyframe set for position when I moved it off the plane upwards. I'm also setting keyframes for parenting, and I have a 100% or 1 influence, and the frame before that 0. That is how to pick up a crane using some type of magnet. Good luck and good blundering.